Hey. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna put this one up here, the book of Hanukkah, because I read a little bit of it in the last video about Micah, and so I wanted to just stay with the same energy and read about this Hanukah. She's the first woman to lead the nation of Yesar'el. All right, and this is good. Stick with it to the end. It might be a little longer than 10 minutes because, but you want to. This tells us who wrote the Megillah and how it was preserved and what it is in the covenants, the two covenants, the Ark of the Covenant. This is a revelation of the Ark of the Covenant. I know we all been wondering, and we've had. So here we go. Let's see what the Megillah tells us. All right, beloveds, the first woman to lead the nation of Yesar'el was Hanukah, the adopted daughter of Enoch. Yes, I'm saying, yea, for the succession of the office of Yair was as follows. The first Yair was Abedel. That's Abel. We know him as Abel. Okay, he was the first Yair, and this means high priest. Yeah, and I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but he was the first high priest. His son Enoch succeeded him, and Enoch's adopted daughter Hanukah succeeded Enoch. The story of how Hanukah became Yairah now follows. Behold, at age 294, having never been married, old Enoch became a father, for he adopted a baby girl. She was the newborn daughter of Micah and Mara, who were slain by soldiers of the false Yahweh. Micah was a Nasarean prophet, being the son of Judah and Rapha, and Mara was a great Nasarean prophetess, being the daughter of Gilgalah. I'm going to put this in the description box. Y'all want to read that. Gilgalah and Ebed. Lo, the deaths of Micah and Mara occurred in this manner. Micah and Mara lived in the woods away from others, for they found this manner of living to their liking. One night, Mara was awoken by a feeling that evil was near. Just then, her husband Micah awoke with a with a start, saying, "Behold, I have seen in a dream that our enemies are about to strike. They have surrounded our hut and are about to enter. They will kill all who they find." Mara replied, "I too feel the evil of the soldiers of the false god. They are about to pounce and will surely kill us. We must save our baby." The baby daughter of Micah and Ma'ara had been born just the day before and was not yet named. Micah saw that there was no hiding place in the small hut large enough for his wife, for it was but one room. He saw a small hiding place for their baby, the box of the scroll. Behold, the box of the scroll that Micah saw is the Ark of the written covenant, and it came to his hut as follows. Years earlier, just before Abedel and Isha'ah were slain by Cain, they appointed scribes to write down the Nasarean teachings and make copies. Abedel said, "Lo, whoever serves as Yair shall be empowered to add to this scroll. For in the years to come, there will be prophecies, teachings, and deeds worthy of inclusion in the Nasarean Bible of the Essene way. But now, in my lifetime, I have written down the book of creation and the Barhir Shabbathium. Our chief scribe is Gilgalah, and she will train others. Behold, the Barhir Shabbathium is the new covenant between YHWH and this world, given after the fall. And that written covenant is a finger that points to the eternal covenant between YHWH and all beings. And that eternal covenant is the center branch of the tree of life that flows into the trunk, and then to all the branches and roots, yea, even into the crowns of every living being. So let there be two covenants. The first, which is the Ark of the Covenant of the tree of life, which is eternal and unwritten, and the second, which is the Ark of the written covenant. And the purpose of the written covenant is to point the way to the unwritten, which is within. Yea, it is the second that unlocks the mystery of the first, And as the first covenant is housed in the wooden box of the tree of life, so shall the second be housed in a wooden box from the same tree. For the first and the second covenants are one, though the first is veiled. Behold, last night, as I meditated beneath the tree of life, this is Abigail still speaking. Behold, last night, as I meditated beneath the tree of life, the tree spoke to me, saying, Abigail, the scriptures you have written shall be called the Megillah, the Nazarene Bible of the Essene way. Though your scribe shall make copies, let the original copy written by your hand be housed in a box made of wood from my center branch. Then, lo, the tip of the center branch fell from the holy tree, landing beside me, and the wood transformed itself into a box before my very eyes, without any work by man. And the box was covered with Nasarean symbols carved by the tree itself. And then the tree healed itself, yea, the center branch grew a new tip. And then the tree shed leaves, saying, These leaves are for the healing of all beings. Then behold, the leaves became pulp and formed themselves into a scroll upon which I transcribed the Megillah. And now I, Abigail, have placed the Megillah in that box, which is the Ark of the written covenant. Now, many years later, that box was in the hut of Micah and Ma'ara, that occurs as follows. I'll put that in the description box too. The ark had for many years been in the custody of Enoch, for he was the Yair. But the day before the birth of Micah and Mara's baby, Enoch visited and left the ark in their hut, saying, Let the baby be born in the presence of the ark of the covenant. Yea, I will leave the holy box with you for the birthing, and I will return for the box after the baby is born. Enoch did not know that the home of Micah and Ma'ara would be attacked. Lo, it was not why he left. Lo, that was not why he left the box. He left the box for the birthing because he felt that it would be a blessing for the baby, and so it proved to be, but not in the manner that Enoch had imagined. So it was that the Ark of the Covenant was in the home of Micah and Mara on the night that their home was attacked by soldiers of the false god. And as Micah looked for a place to hide the newborn baby from the soldiers who were about to enter the small hut, he beheld the box. He said to Mara, Let us hide our baby in the Ark of the Covenant. Micah lifted the lid of the ark, and Ma'ara laid the baby upon the Megillah. Just as Micah closed the lid of the box, soldiers smashed open the door of their hut. As the soldiers rushed in, Micah and Mara asked YHWH to watch over their baby. Then Micah looked into the eyes of his beloved Mara and she looked into the eyes of her beloved Micah. Lo, the last words on his lips were the very same words that last left her lips. I love you. The leader of the soldiers shouted, You are Nazarenes and must die, for this is the will of the Lord God. Micah and Mara were speared and killed, but their souls ascended unto El Cush. The soldiers stole what little value was in the humble home, mostly blankets and food, but because the wooden box on the altar was adorned with carvings of Nasarean symbols, they disliked the box and shunned it. And because the hut was itself of no value, they did not bother burning it. The soldiers left, leaving behind the bodies of Micah and Mara. The next day, as he had said he would, Enoch returned to the hut to retrieve the Ark of the Covenant, for he had received word of the birth from a midwife. When he reached the hut, he found the evil work of the Canaanites. Yea, he found the bodies of Micah and Mara. Enoch's eyes filled with tears, and he was greatly saddened. But he knew that only their bodies were killed, and that their souls would rise to El Cush and be given cherubic bodies. For lo, both Micah and Mara were gentle and holy, and would surely ascend. Then, behold, Enoch heard a sound coming from within the Ark of the Covenant upon the altar. He opened the box, and lo, there was the newborn baby of Micah and Mara. With great gentleness, Enoch held the baby to his heart and took her to the mother temple, which was hidden from the Canaanites. Yea, the mother temple was made to look like an ordinary farmhouse, At the mother temple, a nursing mother who had lost her husband and baby in a Canaanite attack agreed to nurse the baby. And old Enoch took both the nurse and the baby into his home, which was at the temple. Lo, Enoch adopted the baby as his daughter, for he felt called to do this by Elohim. He named her Hanukah, for she was consecrated to YHWH, and he would raise her as an initiate. The name of the nurse was Ruth, and she was 28. Enoch, aged 294, cared for Ruth as if she too were his daughter. Ruth loved Hanukah as her own daughter, and the three became a happy family. Enoch taught Hanukah the Nasarean religion of the Essene way. Behold, Hanukah had been born with the gift of prophecy, and with the guidance of Enoch, she became the brightest light among the Nasareans. Yea, at age 42, she became the priestess of highest rank, and the only priest of higher rank was Enoch, the Yair. Then for 7 more years, Enoch taught her until she was 49, and he was 343. And then it came time, and then the time came when Enoch sensed he would make the ascension to El Cush, and he knew that Hanukah would be his successor. Yea, she would be the first woman to head the priesthood, and her title would be Yaira. Where we at? 11 minutes. Yeah, I'll put that the ascension of Enoch on another video. The revelation of the Ark of the Covenant and the ascension of Enoch. This is just chapter 2. He basically tells Hanukah about when she was little, and how the Ark, how she was preserved in the Ark. But yeah, I'll put that on the next video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Righty.